All right, y'all. So I had a fight stick, Atari fight stick. It came with the box and everything with the key and whatever. I had put my Raspberry Pi 4 in there, and that was my thing. I was plugging up to the TV. So what I did was transfer it to a bar top. I still got to finish it. Got some couple of fuck ups, but I'm gonna get that covered and everything. Bar top. Um, I got I'm using these for right now. My M audio's in the back. Well, one of them. Until I get my speakers. The speakers ain't up there yet. So I had a problem with the control board. It was only recognizing one side, and these was extra. Actually, it was just like all one. It's like even if I map it out at the beginning when they ask you to up, down, left, right, and you choose all your buttons and stuff, you couldn't do player two or whatever. So I'm going through hell about that. And even when I do map it, when I go into the RetroArch menu, it won't let me map this button, which is the coin button. So I've been looking at some stuff. Some people use it's like a code that you put. You go copy the code, you put it into a little script or whatever. I couldn't figure out to get that to work. I don't know if that worked with mine or what. But somebody said make sure all your buttons is wired right, like exactly the same. And I was like, okay. So then I looked underneath and the Xin-mo board, this right here, has a player one, player two. And I'm like, okay, first thing I see, I was like, okay, this light is only on the player one, which is normal. So then I was like, what if I go to player two and turn it around? So I just unplugged this one and turned it around and plugged it back in. That worked. So now my controls, shit, I didn't even have to map it. It mapped exactly like this one. So once I changed it, they both mapped exactly the same. So I don't know if that to help any of y'all out there because this shit seemed like it's hell or whatever. So I'm guessing one fix could be that code. You gotta look that up. That Xin-mo code for the board or whatever. The hardware, make sure they map right, and then that plug, make sure those. If it's not working like you got it, try to turn one around, whichever one not working, turn it around, plug it back in, and see if that worked. But yeah, and this is the Wolf and Oz 128 gig image from our I think it's arcadepunks.com, which is cool. But I wanted the 64 gig image, but they do like deleted it or something, like, and he re-uploaded it and it wasn't the same. It had like it was like it was called Nostalgia. Wolfenstein Nostalgia had all the music from the 90s on there. I'm like, oh, music on every game you go to his music playing. I'm like, he changed all that, and I'm like, man, this ain't even the same. It didn't even have the online option to go online. So I just waited, shit, almost 2 days for that one to download the 128 gig. And that won't. I tried to shrink it, but that didn't work. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, so it wouldn't fit on the 128 gig SD card. So I just went and bought a 256 and then slapped it on there. At least I have more space to add games. Like I think I added NFL Blitz. They didn't have that on Dreamcast, which I'm trying to get the. I know the main version, might not work, but I'm trying to put in a different core or the main. I think it's .236 that the one guy was using on YouTube and see if it worked with that. But it's probably not gonna work because Killer Instinct won't even. It barely run. I haven't tried Killer Instinct 2, but I mean I haven't tried overclocking it either. So, but Dreamcast Blitz work, 64 Blitz work. Shit, every other Blitz work. I don't know if I got it on PlayStation or not, but